Okay, now coming to the question 6 of the same exercise 9.2. Exercise 9.2. Okay, now here it states a circular park of radius 20 meters. So radius is given, so I'll write here given. Radius is equal to 20 meters, situated in a colony. Three boys, Ankur, Syed, David, are sitting at equal distances on the boundary. So let's name this as Ankur, this is Syed, and this is David. Okay, now here they are sitting here. Let's join them together and let's A, S, and D. Okay, if you want, you can take a different name also. I have just let it be as the same name what they are there, Ankur, Syed, and David. And let's name this point as, let's take it as G. Okay, I'll tell you why I have taken it as G. You can take any other name also, doesn't matter. They're sitting now. They are having, find the length of this, and they are sitting at equal distances, means all these three are equal. So here I will write AS is equal to SD is equal to AD. Therefore, triangle ASD is equilateral triangle. Okay. Now, equilateral triangle. Now, you have to find the distance AS. You have to find what? AS, SD, and AD. Okay. Now, let's take a construction because we require a perpendicular. So, what we'll do is draw altitudes. Draw altitudes. Let's name AM, then SN, and DP. Okay, draw AM perpendicular, or you can say what, let AM, SN, and PD be the altitudes. That's the best way to mention. Instead of writing each one perpendicular, you can say let AM, SN, and PD be the altitudes. Okay, now remember this is an equilateral triangle, correct? Now altitudes means they will be perpendicular. Okay, and when it is an equilateral triangle, the altitudes are also equal to the medians. Okay, median is a line which divides it into two equal parts, isn't it? When I say this is perpendicular to the chord bisects the chord. So these two are equal. So when these two are equal, AM also becomes the median. Okay, when these two lines are equal, the altitude itself becomes the median. So I will say now, see, AM is perpendicular to SD, right? Similarly, SN is perpendicular. So, and therefore, SM is equal to MD. SM is equal to MDY. Perpendicular to the chord bisects the chord, right? Because this is the chord, this is the perpendicular from the center. So, bisects the chord. Okay. So, when it bisects the chord, now AM is the median. Okay, because this equal median divides a line. You have studied in the last class, that is in the 8th standard, you have learnt about medians and the altitudes. Now, so AM is the median. Similarly, SN and PD are also the medians. This is just for your knowledge. I have written this. Okay, if you write, it will be more clear, no problem. Now, always remember median. Whenever median आता है तो median अभी ये वाला A, medians where they meet we name it as G. So I wrote it as G. MG, medians centroid. We call it as centroid. The medians meet at a point called as centroid. That's why MG. Okay. So remember always that. Therefore, AG is to GM is equal to always 2:1. Always. Any median. Now here we try to take SGGN 2:1. GDGP 2:1. So all this bigger portion is 2 and the smaller portion is 1. Now how much is AG? AG is the radius, right? AG, SG, GD. They are the radius. See, this is the circle. This becomes the radius. See, circle and radius. So radius is 20. So AG is the radius. Therefore, AG is equal to 20. So this is 20, means what is GM equal to? GM equal to, I told you 20. So GM will be equal to what? 10 meters, right? 2:1. If this is 20, this is 10. You can also solve like this. See, 2:1, correct? 2:1. Remember, 2 plus 1 is how much? 3. When the total is 3, that time the upper part AG is how much? 20. AG is how much? 2. So when the total is 20, how much it is? So 20 into 2/3. Okay. When the total is 3, AG is 20. When AG is 20, then it is 20 into 3 divided by 2. So 2 ones are 2 tens are. I'll tell you once again, see. 2:1, 2 plus 1 is 3. Now when the total AM, okay, AM is 3, AG is how much? When the total AM is 3, AM is 3, AG is how much? 2. But AG is given how much? 20. So AG is 20, AG is 20, how much is AM? So cross multiply 20 into 3, 2 ones are. So we'll get 30. So the total length is 30. So this is 20, so this is 10. Instead of that, easiest is it's 2:1. This is given as 20, so this has to be 10 meters. So I got this as 10. Now let's come to this length, because I want this side or this side, any triangle. So this is a right angle triangle, see I've shaded, or this side. GSM I'll take, or GMD, anything you can take. So in right angled triangle, GSM, GS square is equal to SM square plus GM square. Okay. Now GS square is radius, that is 20 square, and SM square we don't know, plus GM square I just now found out, 10 square. 20 square is 400, 10 square is 100, bring 100 this side, is equal to SM square. Then we'll get 300 is equal to SM square. SM is equal to root of 300. So SM is equal to, how much we get? 10 root 3. So SM is 10 root 3. How I got 10 root 3? Remember, I marriage, madve madsudu anta heltenalla. 250s are, 225s are, 5 5s and 5 1s are. These two get married 5, these two get married 2, 5 2s are 10, this one is unmarried, keep it inside the house, 10 root 3. So SM is 10 root 3, MD also is 10 root 3. So therefore SD is equal to 10 root 3 into 2. The answer is 20 root 3. Therefore the length of each string is 20 root 3 meters. I hope you followed. Little tricky. There is one more method of solving this, but I think this is much pretty easier. The second method is by taking, you have to take the sides as x and you have to consider this right angle triangle and then solve that. But instead of that, I think this is on the simpler term. Only you have to know this concept of median. Remember, always median divides in the ratio of 2:1. Very simple concept. Try understanding. Any doubts, please put it in the comment box. I can explain to you again. Okay. Thank you. Bye.